We all know that abs are made in the kitchen, but you still have to train them correctly, and I would bet you're making these 3 common mistakes. Mistake number 1. When trying to bias your upper abs, you crunch all the way down to the point you can smell your own starfish. The problem is the rectus abdominis, your six-pack, is only responsible for the first 30 to 40 degrees of flexion. After that, you're just locking down an isometric contraction and relying on your obliques and eventually your hip flexors to get you down to that questionable sniff. Instead, cut the movement down to just flexion and controlled extension, focusing on curling that thorax towards your pelvis while locking your hips into place. Mistake number 2. Trying to bias your lower abs with an exercise like this, but allowing your back to arch and shifting all that pressure into your lumbar spine, which eventually will cause you to shit out said spine. It will happen. Boop. Instead, set up a hanging leg raise with a bar against your lower back. This will allow you to solely focus on posteriorly tilting those hips to target those lower abs. Less of a chance of your spine turning into a little turtle head. Mistake number 3. Only doing abdominal movements that are in the sagittal plane. The issue is, I guarantee anytime you've ever injured your back, it's either because you're reaching down for something and you're twisting, or you're trying to pick something up and you're tilted to one side and then... The fix is to start targeting those core muscles you've been neglecting your entire life, like the quadratus laborum, which you can effectively target by doing side bends on the hyperextension, but making sure you're not just bending with your upper back, you're getting length all the way down to that hip. Now you have a movement in the frontal plane, and also targeting those flat abdominal wall muscles like the external oblique, internal oblique, and transversus abdominis. For internal and external obliques, my go-to is a kneeling modified cable rotation because it allows me to take leg drive out of the movement and focus on progressively overloading the obliques. For the transversus abdominis, I like bridges on the TRX, bracing those abdominals for 30 seconds at a time for 4 to 5 rounds. And if you're worried, oh my god, I don't want my waist to get bigger, no one's ever gonna touch your wiener with a mentality like that. Would you rather have stronger, thicker abs that allow you to lift any way you want, or a little small waist that matches your skinny jeans? You gotta tuck your little